Before I start today's video, let me ask you a simple question. If you take your car out for just 1 minute without insurance, do you know what actually happens? Most drivers think the police will give you a ticket, but honestly, that's the smallest problem. Because the real reason car insurance is mandatory in 2025 is something 99% of drivers have never been told. Welcome to Insure Drive, and today I'm revealing the truth behind why every state forces you to carry insurance, whether you like it or not. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll see car insurance in a completely different way. Let's start with something shocking. In the United States, over 54,000 accidents happen every single day. Not every month, every day. And out of those, thousands of drivers don't even have the money to pay for the damage they cause. Imagine, someone hits your car, breaks your bumper, injures your family, and then says, "Sorry, I can't afford to pay." This is the number one reason car insurance became mandatory. But wait, there's more. Most people think car insurance protects the driver. No, the very first purpose of car insurance is to protect the other person you hit. That's why it's called liability insurance, because you're covering the damage you might cause to someone else. Now, here's the twist. There was a time when car insurance wasn't required in many states. Drivers would crash, fight, argue, disappear, go bankrupt. Victims would be left broke, injured, and helpless. States finally realized, if we don't force drivers to carry insurance, everyone will suffer. So in 1927, Massachusetts became the first state to make car insurance mandatory. Today, almost all states require it, and the ones that don't, they still make you prove you can pay huge amounts out of pocket, usually $30,000 to $50,000 instantly, and obviously, 99% of people can't. Now, let's talk about 2025. Why did states tighten their insurance laws even more? This is the part most drivers don't know. Cars have become more expensive, repair costs have doubled, accidents now involve sensors, cameras, radars, electric motors, not just metal and paint like before. A simple fender bender that costs $800 in 2010 now costs $3,500 to $7,000 in 2025. States realized that if drivers weren't insured, even a small crash could financially destroy someone. But here's the real truth. Insurance became mandatory not just for safety, it became mandatory to protect the entire economy. Think about it. If thousands of people suddenly had to pay thousands of dollars out of pocket after every accident, people would go bankrupt. Banks would lose money, car dealers would lose customers, hospitals would lose payments, courts would overload, the government would have to bail people out. Mandatory car insurance prevents all of this. And here's something even crazier. Insurance laws also exist to protect you from being sued. Yes, in 2025, one small accident can turn into a $100,000 lawsuit. Even if it wasn't your fault 100%, lawyers know how to twist cases. Your insurance company is basically your legal shield. Without it, you're standing in court alone. Now, let's expose another secret. Do you know why driving without insurance has such heavy penalties in the US? Fines, license suspension, even jail in some states? Because insurance companies lobbied the government for decades. They argued that if uninsured drivers keep causing crashes, insurance will become more expensive for everyone else. So states agreed to enforce strict laws to protect insured drivers from uninsured ones. Another reason car insurance is mandatory is states don't trust drivers. Simple as that. If you tell a driver, only pay when you crash, most people will gamble and drive without protection. So states said, no insurance, no driving. But the part nobody mentions is this. Car insurance doesn't just protect you from accidents, it protects you from life. What if someone steals your car? What if you hit a deer at night? What if your wheel gets damaged from a pothole? What if your windshield breaks during a storm? What if your electric car battery gets damaged? Without insurance, every repair bill becomes your problem.
instantly. Now, let's talk about something controversial. In 2025, insurance has become mandatory also because cars are becoming too powerful and too distracting. People are texting while driving, watching videos, handling 300 to 500 horsepower vehicles while scrolling on phones. Accidents have increased drastically. States simply don't want uninsured drivers making the roads more dangerous. Another hidden reason? Healthcare. Medical treatment in the US is very expensive. A small accident injury can cost $15,000 to $80,000. Insurance companies cover this. If they didn't, hospitals would collapse. So when people complain, why is car insurance mandatory? The real answer is car insurance isn't just about your car. It's about keeping roads safe, hospitals stable, courts less crowded, and other drivers protected. Now, the most shocking part. Many states in 2025 are considering increasing minimum required coverage again. Why? Because repair costs, medical bills, and lawsuits keep rising every year. Let me give you one example. If you hit a luxury car like a Tesla, BMW, Mercedes, or Audi, even a small sensor or headlight can cost $1,200 to $2,500. If you don't have insurance, how will you pay? You can't. And this is why states force you to carry coverage, not to bother you, but to protect your financial life. Now, let's be clear. Insurance companies are not perfect. They profit, they raise rates, sometimes they frustrate people. But even with all that, driving without insurance is like walking on a highway blindfolded. One mistake and everything collapses. Before we end, let me say this. The next time someone asks, why is car insurance mandatory? Show them the real reasons. To protect victims, to protect families, to protect you from debt, to keep the economy safe, and to prevent one accident from becoming a lifetime disaster. This is Insure Drive, helping you make smarter decisions about your car, your safety, and your money. If you found value in this video, hit the like button, drop a comment, and share this with someone who drives. And of course, subscribe to Insure Drive so you never miss an important update about car insurance, EV insurance, discounts, and savings tips that most drivers don't even know exist. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.